The map in Abiotic Factor is full of many hard-to-reach, hidden locations. For some, this is what draws them to this wonderful game. I myself, despite beating the most recent update of the game several times, continue to find new parts of the map hidden in those dark, unassuming corners. Today, I will show you 10 of my personal favorite hidden or hard-to-reach locations. To lower the pool of possible locations to a reasonable amount, each of these will hit 3 criteria. First, any scientist must be able to visit the location without the use of cheats or glitches. Second, a power outlet must be available inside or nearby so that our scientists may build some sort of base in this location. Lastly, it must be a location that is off the beaten path from a typical playthrough. Number 1. Data Farm Office. This location is accessible right at the start of the game. Head to the data farm on the second floor of the office sector and move along the railing to avoid any peccary spawns. Enter the enclosed office and break a window to jump out on a balcony that leads down to the hidden room. Inside, you'll find an early game research pack for carrying your many office supplies, as well as a few other goodies. The only threat to you here is a pest spawn, so this is a wonderful location to set up a first base for refuge from early game enemies. Number 2. Server Room Storage. Adjacent to the plaza and in front of Server Room 1 is a storage room. This location is in a gray area in terms of being glitchless to get into, but doing so is quite simple, and it still holds loot for some reason, so it is unknown if the players intended to get to this location or not. Regardless, you can get inside by placing a bed or long couch on the other side of the wooden planks and sleeping. Be sure to bring a second one to escape. With no enemy spawns and it being in close proximity to the trams, this makes a great place for a starter base once you've got the materials to do so. Just don't get spooked by your roommate. Number 3. Flat Hill Playground. Inside Flat Hill, one commonly overlooked area of this antiverse is the playground. Tucked away in this corner of the map is a small building, safe from composers. Getting into this area early on requires a ramp and 3 wooden bridges as shown. Inside, you'll find a unique piece of loot as well as an electrical outlet for building a base. Number 4. Flat Hill Entrance Office. The keypad door above Silo 3 is often forgot as it requires a level 2 keypad hacker to enter, but once acquired from Manufacturing West, it only takes 1 ramp to access. Inside is a quaint office space with a gate security crate and a power outlet. Although quite a small area to build a base, it can certainly sustain a solo player through most of the game with some creative building. Number 5. Lab's Tram Room. Upon entering the lab sector for the first time, many players miss a secret room right over their head. This room can be difficult to get into at first, but with only 2 jump pads in the right place, it's quite accessible. The room is a bit awkward in shape, but by building vertically it can certainly sustain 2 players. There's also a unique piece of loot inside. Just be sure not to break your legs when you fall. Number 6. Canaan Windmill. I overlooked the windmill in Canaan before, but upon closer inspection I found an outlet that can be used to make a quite interesting base on top. First, be sure to kill any Canaanites that may be in your way. Then grab yourself 2 wooden bridges and 2 jump pads to ascend to the tower. Once up, add additional bridges as desired to block any holes in the floor. This is where I plan to build future bases in Canaan for a good view and easy defense. Number 7. Security Bridge Overlook. The bridge to the security sector holds a unique secret. With the help of a jetpack, you will find a small room with an outlet to build in. The use of carbon bridges allows you to greatly increase the available building area. Nearby I-beams can be used to support these as well. One major downside to this location is the frequent loading and unloading of the security sector as you move around your base, but otherwise it's quite an enjoyable place to live. Number 8. Hydroplant Room. Moving on to the hydroplant, there's a room hidden off the edge of the plant. It can be accessed with just a gravity cube, but a jetpack or maybe some jump pads are recommended so that you may actually leave the room. If you plan to build a base here, I recommend setting up some traps for the sniper positions that are fixed on that area. Otherwise, you won't be able to leave your base without getting shot. Inside, there's a gate security crate. Room number 9, Spillway Room. Between the hydroplant and power services sectors is the spillway room. All players at this point in the game will visit this location as it is required, but many are unaware of an outlet on the lower floor of this location. With the help of a jetpack, you can reroute this outlet to the spacious main floor to build a base. The easy access to power services and hydroplant, as well as the lack of any enemies, are the main draw for this base location. Additionally, on the lower floor, with the use of some carbon bridges, you can make quite a spacious area to build. Number 10. Cloud Reactor Maintenance Access. The last location on my list maybe won't be the best location for base, but it could be done. The biggest downside to this location is the inability to place a workbench. Otherwise, it's a great location to hide from the tough enemies in this area and recharge your weapons. If anyone can find a way to get a workbench in this area, please let me know. What do you think? Are there any locations I missed? Will you be using any of these locations in an upcoming playthrough? Personally, I see basing in these locations as a way to challenge myself as the player. But leave a comment about your ideas. Until next time.